Stalker, sexy media. Idiot, pass me a stalker.
Yo, people, welcome back to The Fix, brought to you by Nightly Fix here on News.93 FM. Yeah, we're there, people. Me, myself, Nara, here, Kimmy. Alright, today, people, she's soon forward. DJ Burns and our productions, big up on herself, but right now it's all about our special guests in the building. Guests in the building. Orisha Sound. Orisha Sound.
Yes.
The one that become two.
Yeah, man.
Orisha Sound.
Orisha. Yes. I know you practice, so yeah, man. Yeah.
Nara practice, okay.
Alright, but I'm working on that sound.
But you, I've known you as Orisha.
Yeah, man. Yes.
I never, since it has become a duet.
I'm
confused, as you can hear.
Yeah, man, definitely it needs to be explained.
Yeah.
Originally, most of the fans, and media and people just see Orisha as myself, because I was the front person of the project. Mm-hmm. Even though from the start, we've been working together since 2013. Mm-hmm. It's been two people behind the scenes, But because I've been musician and artist since I'm 4 years old, like a baby, performing, traveling. Mm-hmm. So it was just a natural thing, him producing more and, managing things and then being behind the scenes of the project. Mm-hmm. But decided this year, we said, all right, you can't just stay in one place all the time. You have to grow. Mm-hmm. You have to, elevate your art. Mm-hmm. So you can get, for the same price any show, you can get two people now, So it's a good deal,
Oh, okay.
Promoters love it.
Orisha, is that your first name or is it just It is.
It's my birth name. Yes, Orisha. Yes.
So, remind me of it. K.
Shel-K,
man.
Shel-K.
Right. Shel-K. So Shel-K. No, it's Orisha Brown. Is Orisha Brown plus Shel-K or is just
it's Orisha Sound.
Still?
It's Orisha Sound. Like sound system, yeah.
But Shel-K
yes.
is our name that's the and she's female,
Yes, it's Orisha Sound. You have sound too,
But you're a male, so
yes, that not nothing to do. It's a band name.
Yeah, man, it's a project name.
That not nothing to do. It's a project name.
Sade, it's her name actually.
Yeah,
Sade,
you have
but
male
it's a
in the group, so it's internationally. It's not just something to go halfway through. So let me explain it. It's not a joke thing. It's very serious. We just came off 6 months tour. Okay. So it's Orisha Sound to everybody else overseas. Cause we do research first. Them say it sound like a band name. It don't sound like a one person. People always think it's a sound system.
Mm-hmm.
So because the thing how it sound is Orisha Sound. Mm-hmm. You see me, so I say right, instead of me say Orisha and Shel-K, we put so much promotion into Orisha Sound already. And people already think Orisha Sound is a band. Let's just put it together. And it come together naturally this year 2017. And we were in the air for New Year and we never stopped flying from that.
So you've never had dreams of doing a solo thing?
I had dreams of that because I was producing Egyptian, Highway and all them artists and several more people that can go along, Okay. But I was doing my thing, walking around, giving our CDs to radio stations right throughout Jamaica and thing. But I met Orisha in 2013, January. And then we started work together. We do Sunshine Lady, Beenie Man, Sizzla, and several more songs and videos out there that I did, all by myself with no help from nobody at all. Nice. But while doing Sizzla video, me get shot in a halfway tree. What? You see me, I say nobody no pick up, nobody no pick up on that. All right, keep it quiet. 2 away, we get shot. You see me, I say me just meet.
Okay.
Yeah, Orisha Sound. Me just use that. Me get shot, but we got shot because the thing injure all the way. You see me, I say.
I actually managed to escape, but.
But it fly through my side, man, and come back to 7-hour surgery. Robbery.
Robbery?
Yeah, man, it was robbery, man.
In the middle of a
yes, man.
But it was late still. It was a midnight.
It was midnight, exactly.
We were about to shoot the video next day. So, preparations prior to the, the actual.
Exactly.
Oh, you mean we had half a tree at midnight?
Just get,
with a salon, we there, get our thing ready, and you don't know.
Was long,
and the drive come pick we up.
Getting everything done. Yeah, man.
So, were you able to shoot the video next day?
Yes. Yes,
so, you shot the video with the shot?
No. When we wake up after the 7-hour surgery, I spoke to Sizzla, I spoke to the guys who was on the set. You see what I say? And them deal with the thing properly and get it done.
And
It
we
was
did
just one shot.
Yeah, man, one shot.
It
Fly
was
right
two
through.
shots, but one actually
One
went
fly
through
through.
him. Yeah,
So
man.
did they get anything?
Them get 40 grand out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
That was basically 40,000 Jamaican was in the bag. And there was a MacBook in there and them didn't take it. So kind of weird still, you know.
Money thing.
So,
Money thing, yes.
Fast money.
you know, but that
Yes,
gone still and we move on. And right after that, the thing pick up and it make a different turn. I know what turn out of that because I could have choose the road there or the road there. I mean, I choose a road. I never come up and say nothing and say, write up this on a paper, I say, do this or do that. I just go along same way, come out of the hospital in 7 days' time and go, I'm into that video as well with Sizzla and Orisha. You see me, I say, so me get a piece of it waving the Jamaican flag high because all me do is music and nothing more. I mean, no man and no argument. If you come for rob, just rob and take what you take and go on where you go. Where gunshot for. You see me, I say? So me just meet Orisha 6 weeks, you know, can you imagine that? She come from the US and come here. And then gunshot and beer things. Imagine what got through fear brain and what people tell her, say, who she linked with. She couldn't even tell her parents.
Say, just leave. They said, why you in Jamaica? You know, you're so successful in America.
I mean,
you
mixing
just
up yourself with these.
yes. People say, what's happening? You know.
Like
Yes.
your parents, like
Yeah.
you still contact with your parents. Where do they reside? Is it Russia?
You know, my mother is Brazilian,
Okay.
so that side of the family is actually in Brazil. So we used to everything. You know, Brazil is very it's a diverse place, and it's not the most safe place in the world. It's actually considered way more dangerous than Jamaica.
We
You know.
saw
Yeah.
the Olympics.
Yes. So Brazilian, you know, ghettos and the streets are actually very, very tough.
Well, I mentioned
buses.
Russia. You were born in Russia, right?
I was actually born in Norway, and my parents
In Norway,
moved
okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah, man. So it was that situation when I was born there, and then I moved to Russia. I started music there, but I started touring already. I was 9, so I really just went on the road so young and basically left my parents, and you know, so they used to me being somewhere else on the other side of the world. And
who discovered your many talents though?
you know, I actually had lots of amazing teachers, and I think music has been that, you know, that compass and the guide for me. So, and there was never a question, you know, was never a question, you know, him being shot, of course, you know, all the grief and everything, but there was never a question, should I live or not? Because job had to be done. The video had to be shot. We didn't know if he'll survive because he was going through 8-hour surgery.
But video for sure.
Yes, but you know, the work must go on like that because I just had, dead or alive. So I knew I'm not leaving, you know, I know nothing can stop me. And
For big up Sizzla on one or two, you know?
definitely, yes.
Yeah,
And he
man.
was so supportive. He came on the set, you know, he did his 100%, you know. You know, no
How did
judgment.
you land that collab, by the way?
Yeah.
The collaboration came in. I had a record deal with RBC Records out of Los Angeles, which is not my home again, but it was home at that time, you know, for my music, that hub. And we were working on the first record for Orisha Sound. I came to Jamaica, met Shel-K. The first song produced was Sunshine Lady, and it was very successful and very nice. So they actually said, all right, we want more of the songs like that. What else can be done? So I spoke to Shel-K, and he said, he actually suggested, he said,
man,
who
because-
would you like to collaborate with? And I said, oh, don't even start, you know, I'm in Jamaica, of course. And I said, Sizzla, is it, you know,
Yeah.
I couldn't
Good
even
man,
say it
people and
loud. I was
everybody
like,
good, man.
He said,
Good with
"No,
everybody,
man,
so
we can
just
do it.
go
All
to
right.
Dada and show him the idea.
Yes, let's go.
Jump on board.
And-
For how long in your career have you been doing reggae music?
You know, as a musician, I actually been doing reggae music since the start because, you know, as a musician, but it wasn't just reggae.
Okay.
Because, you know, as a musician, like tonight we're actually performing at Alibi, and it's a full-on jazz trio where we're going to perform with. So as a musician, you're always thrown into any situation, you know. I played strings for Jimmy Cliff, but I played strings as well for Kanye West, you know, so I did lots of music arrangements and played with lots of soul artists and reggae artists.
We don't cut you. We still get the checks for those instruments that we play. We still collect the checks for them.
Shel-K,
Yes,
get
we
them.
still get them, you know.
because, you know, you
So
get your sign
people
and
think
everything,
you just there run around and, you know, we do everything right, and we do everything
on,
ourselves, and we do publishing, and we do everything ourselves. And at the end of the day, every quarter, we see what we are work for.
True. And
Yeah,
you have
man.
your office days, and basically you sit down and you register your songs.
man.
You go through ISRC codes and everything, you know, you send it out, and then you have those days like you're in the studio or the days you're on promotion, you know.
So business days, we're in our work days and the road days. But everything is we. Is there something that we need to know?
Y'all together, right?
We work together, man.
No, together, like romantically.
Yeah.
We romantically. We musically romantic. We romantic.
On the physically romantically too?
Yeah, you know, guess what?
That can even put together physically romantically.
Guess what? Me no really want to focus on that so much. Still, because I want to make the people them know say Orisha Sound and Shel-K is not a joke.
I think that'd be a great love story, and it'd be something that would add to the artistry.
Then probably want to know.
Yeah, but that we have to talk about that. Nah, man, guess what? Me I fly a long time, you know. You see me, I say, my book them did have to show it. A long time me I fly. So, I never try out for America until last week. You see me, I say? And almost 5 years. I always get my thing, man. I get all visa in Russia and for Germany, and I'm a Russian.
We're actually headlining the festival in October in the States.
Not that I want, I not cut you. Not that I don't want to talk about it. You see me, I say, I don't want to emphasize on that and a relationship and this and that. Because I want things serious. I don't want to publicize my thing in the wrong way. You see me, I say, when we discuss something else and I talk about personal relationship and I don't want to put that in the public. Because I don't want people lose focus after the interview and go up on something else and start.
But there's time for everything.
I don't want to focus my thing on certain things. I want to focus on music and talent and real talent and hard work. And that's what we do. You see me, I say, we focus on hard work, talent and the music. And we go to London the other day, right? And we were there when the building burned. We were there when the stabbing go on and the whole thing. And we're still at work. And we went to red carpet with Chris Gale and Piers Morgan. And we went there and make sure it's at work and perform in the club. You understand? With Champion, Dwayne Bravo and everybody would perform and things. So we're out there, I do the footwork and the work them on the ground. Because Jamaica is when we come to Jamaica, I just come and go to the beach like tourists. Me not come here and run around again. Me done with that thing because I run around a long time for more than 8 years. From station to TV to everywhere. I give out CDs and them things for myself and for Orisha because me have songs before Orisha. So if you check Shel-K on YouTube, you'll find the thing them. They might not so good as now because they just start them time there. But the thing grow over time, you know. You see me, I say, so we just make sure we do the right thing and we not depend no hype neither or nothing. We just depend music and do it right and just happiness.
You have heard those type of arguments.
Only per time. Only per time.
You do this for papers and she's a culture vulture.
No, I never really hear that, you know.
Yes,
I never really hear the papers thing directly.
Okay.
Nobody ever said that to me yet.
You hear all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Because I have my titles, them, you know. And I have my house. And some people know which part it there and they know how much story it is. So I can answer this loud and clear. This is not a hype thing. I have my things. I mean, I run no left that go nowhere at all. Because it's in one of the best era in Jamaica. So,
nah, bro.
Listen to me. See? Listen to me. You see me, I say? I'm 5 minutes from everything. 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. And we can see the whole city. You understand what I mean?
Like
so we can't tell you this.
Yeah.
We can't tell you this. This is not for nothing at all but music. You may tell you? Yeah, man, because when Bob Marley did get shot and left here, you know, he never left here because he want to. He left here because he got the music outside of Jamaica. It's not me go left here and go to America because I run go somewhere and all them things there. It's kind of crazy when you leave Jamaica and run go someplace and like in a prison. I'm not depend on a prison thing, Naja. I'm depend for do my music and come home back. And if in the future something should go on with me and Orisha and I go show. Everybody go see it because they go see the kids them.
I'm just like impregnation.
Yes.
Where are you guys taking the whole thing? Oh,
now, Orisha, in regards to you know the culture, culture. We've heard that before. Tell me how is it that somebody that grows are born in Norway, grows up in Russia.
From Brazilian descent,
lived in California? How is that person doing reggae music?
Reggae music. You see, reggae is a world music genre, right? One of them, and actually one of the most successful one.
Right.
Because when you go to, there's still record shops, right? Not many of them in the world. Amoeba, one of the big ones in Los Angeles. They do lots of nice shows as well. And when you go there, you see a big section for reggae music. You don't see much French music or German, but the reggae section is huge. You know, it's soul music and rock music, and reggae has almost the same amount. You know, it takes a whole heap of shelf space and everything. So yes, you know, reggae is such a successful world genre. But as a musician, you see, to me, I never really questioned where jazz music come in or who rock music belong to, it was always more about, the nature of that style, how is it played and respect. So as a child growing up and learning it, when you know the names like, Barry Hammond, the names like anybody, Dennis Brown, you always think about it like it's your uncle, you never think about it. There's some guy somewhere else far away 100 years ago, 10 years ago before me. You think it's like somebody else in the next room to you. When you're listening to that record, you never think that, is this person dead or alive? You're listening to him like he's talking to you. So to me, music was always like that, so we never questioned, I never questioned growing up playing, let's say, Mozart or something classical. I never questioned, Mozart comes from Germany. I'm not German. I am not living in 18th century. And he was. When I played that music, I played it like my own. And my teachers always told me, they said, it's not, we don't want to hear music concerto by Mozart. We want to hear what Orisha has to say about it. So to me, reggae music is the same. I put it through my own veins, I put it through my own experience, If it was just something like you say, like you mentioned, vulture, something to come in and take quick and run. When he was shot, I would run. Yeah. But it was not that. It was something I am doing and something I'm spending my life. And I believe, we have one, so it's something I dedicate my life to.
But one might say, why reggae when you speak English really well, of course, but you don't have our dialects, so why you want to reggae and you can barely speak our language?
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure people have asked you that before. Have they?
Not, maybe I don't actually get much like direct question, but of course I hear it in general, I hear it about the artists coming from France or any other places. As I said, being an artist and musician, you always perform. I grew up on performing other people's music because when you do classical music or jazz, you never think that, it's some guy coming from, let's say Memphis, Tennessee, playing that tune. You just sing that tune, you don't really, you sing it how you sing it from your own heart because heart has no color, no location, destination, timing, So the same with reggae music. It just never was a question, should I do or shouldn't I do it? It's just something I felt for and came natural.
So you just...
Yeah, man. And
a lot of things come with the blend, See me also because a lot of people don't realize that several of Bob Marley kids, the mothers are also white.
This is true.
Yeah,
and them come and I say, why? When them say we put up something, I ask, where are the black man? Where are the black women? We are asking at the modern time about black man. Comment, black man, where are black women? We are talk about. You see me? I say, we love every woman. And when you fall in love not no color, virgin. So anybody who come with that, them confused. I mean, I really make them little confusion thing there. Puzzle my brain because there's so much more out there. Because when you travel the world and see what's going on out there, you see how the people mix. And you see how people receive you. Because when me go to Russia and a lot of people ask me, say, yo, how is it in Russia, blah, blah, blah. Russia nice, man, and safe, man. Trust me, your kids up on the street and run around. Me no follow what me see on news.
Yeah, because...
And about 12 Russian visa me got.
Especially portray Russia to be this,
Me see them beat and kill black people in America. Me see much them killing and murder black people innocently in America. And I so me see Jamaicans run go and other places. You understand? I never get up run go nowhere unless me have to go, I mean I try run left this neither. So when me get opportunity to go Russia and go Germany and go France and we go Italy soon, right? So me take the opportunity and go.
I know.
You see me I say? So we take the opportunity and go and me do the work. You see me, and it's all about having fun and see what other people and other culture is like. So you can make better music and know where to direct your music because that it give you that vision when you travel. You see me, I say?
Yeah.
So when you travel, it give you a different vision of how to structure a song. Because you're an artist, We're not just singers. We're singers, singer, artists, create. So we look how to create. Yeah, man.
But Orisha, how are you giving back to the community, though? The local Jamaican community?
Yes. Actually, a good question too, because, I consider Jamaica my home. I haven't had that sense of home since being very small, like 5, 6 or 7 years old. So for some reason, again, it's not something I'm trying to claim or say, but it's just how it is, it is a melting pot, it is out of many one people.
True.
And I always, it's a statement. So lots of time when you hear a statement, you don't think it's something a real thing, you know. But I realized in Jamaica it is a real thing, you know. You can meet a Chinaman and him speaking perfect patois. He is Jamaican, you know. His children Jamaican.
Big up Mr. Leap now and then.
Just or in the Jamaican thing, you know.
Who tells me to love my mother all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it feels, you know, it actually feels at home, and I said, wow, you know, it's just interesting that, you know, it's a powerful little island, you know, but so much influence all over the world and so much influence over me, you know, myself, and I'm a strong person, you know. Yeah. So I said, wow.
But you never really.
I feel like you're just Kelly and
they're giving the community. Sorry, I get excited.
Fighting crime with rhymes.
Yes, foundation.
Foundation.
You come here to fight crime.
Because people, we hear you talking about frequent flying.
Yeah.
And
yes.
people out there, them classify as a culture vulture because you're taking the culture, flying all about, and you're not really giving back to the local.
Tell them about fighting crime with rhymes.
Opposite actually, you know. You know, I was blessed to learn music, you know, besides just feeling it naturally. So I truly believe that music has that power of educating people and giving them future and opportunity, because that's what happened to me. I came from very, very humble, you know, beginnings, you know. I grew up on one bedroom with parents and kids and everybody just in one little room. And look at me, I'm all over the world and in Jamaica. And so the same thing, we work with Fighting Crime with Rhyme Foundation now. I want to big up Wolski, a police officer who is a big part of it. And we actually go to schools. We were recently at Calabar School, and early in the morning, and educate, you know, speak to the kids, play some music, you know, talk about inspiration and talk about opportunities, you know, which can come with educating yourself, you know, believing in yourself and choosing, you know, there's always a choice. You can always go left, you can always go right. So this choice always lies within the person, you know, if you maybe don't have a family, maybe don't have the teacher next to you. But sometimes, you know, Orisha Sound can come in and talk to somebody and change that person's life, you know. I truly believe in that. So, and I believe in, you know, giving back. And I think it's one of the big, you know, missions we're on, you know, working with the children and the future, you know.
Man, I will leave school to go perform.
Yes.
I'm in the morning, 6 o'clock when people are asleep. Yes, man.
So when you perform and you play the music, so what is the reception like?
It's nice,
kids love
man.
it.
Well on, it's nice. The kids them play up on the desktop, you know. And we play instrument and we sing with mouth, like classroom loud. They can hear what going on. And we just sing and have fun with the kids them. You see me, and then everybody want to take a picture, kind of Orisha pretty and everything nice, and I'll leave with them. So, you know, and Jamaica, I saw Wayne J.
Interview, but you are lovely.
I saw Wayne J and the program the other day. It was great. I love to see that. I'm like, see the youth them a grow, and we don't have no kid artists in Jamaica. Pure big people. So if you look at youth now, I listen to the same thing, and I feel like that's not really right. We need more like him, and we need them to sing music for kids.
I just said that why I asked that question. I just kind of find it hard to believe that the kids will be vibing to your music. That's a bad thing, because as I said, on the thing past half a tree, but the kids seem to be more into, you know, the alkalines, the cartels. Your music seems to be like world reggae.
Yes.
Really
no, we know they actually go into the schools, you know, we don't make it, there's no separation between the kids and we, you know, it's not, we don't just come in and present it and leave. We actually talk to the kids, and most of the time, again, coming from the musical environment, I'm used to the jam sessions. So when I'm with the kids, I say, all right, who's here a drummer, you know? Even if there's no hands raising, I say, all right, who can just, you know, who can hold the little rhythm, you know? So always there's a kid who say, all right, I can do it. I say, all right, you do this. How about a couple of you just hold on that with them, you know? Who can sing, who can that, you know? And we'll just make a little orchestra and we'll play music.
When them start DJ, sometimes
I say
surprised.
we can DJ, and you know, a couple kids always come up front, and trust me, there's so much talent.
How many instruments do you play?
You know, I think the latest number was 15.
15.
Yes.
You own all these
and
instruments?
that's not just a PR thing. You actually can play 15 instruments.
Yes, I can actually play the instruments, and
that I must say is very attractive.
It's commendable.
It's a nice thing, right?
Shel-K found a good one.
Yeah,
man.
What I was about to say is,
I saw the drive.
Have you ever thought about like offering like real music lessons, like instrument, teaching them how to play instrument in these schools because you are trying to bring across a message in the music.
True.
And you are trying, to get to the youth and how best to incorporate them in everything than to actually teach them how to play these instruments so they can go out there and stand on their 2 feet in this industry.
Yes.
Without the gimmickry and the,
True.
Why have you
and
ever
the
thought
tail.
about doing that?
Yes, actually, that's the next step with the Fighting Crime with Rhyme Foundation, because so far it was mainly just initiative, just, we going to school and communicating with the children, but we're actually trying to raise awareness and raise the money so we can have other teachers, get in a little curriculum and start actually having a program where we can go and teach the kids, bring them, if they're from other parishes, bring them to Kingston, maybe put a little groups together and have some competitions and some classes, going on and stuff like that. I'm actually working on the curriculum as we speak too.
Nice.
So I think it's a great step, especially Jamaica so musical, and I believe that music, just needs to be taken even, on the next level where tonight performance, there's this kid, he is playing cello. He's a young Jamaican artist, really good cellist. It will be fun to perform with him. And he's playing Bob Marley and all kinds of, music on his cello. But I think there's lots of other kids who would love to do it, and can,
And you're bad, but like, when I say bad, you're very good violinist.
Oh,
Yeah, man, one of the best in the world. I'm saying that loud and clear because we talk to some of the best, and we sit down with them. But you see the style of Orisha playing, it's not normal because she's not playing a dead violin,
Yeah.
The violin, when she play violin, you have to move something different.
Much doing your latest videos. Or you put it down for or what?
The next album.
The
we incorporate it in the next album.
Yes. We're actually going to the studio right after the interview. So we're continuing working on the album because we're on the road. So it's like, you work when you can. You just, take time and you do everything, in those time slots. But yes, it's going to be lots of actually violin and guitars and all kinds of other instruments I play on that record. So I'm excited.
You see, you guys say you guys headlining a few shows.
Yeah,
coming
Havana.
up, right? Tell us that.
Havana Reggae Festival, not in Cuba, in Miami. Havana Reggae Festival in Miami, That's the 7th of, what is it? 7th of October. We're going to Italy. So Italy is not big. It's some small places,
Yeah,
so I'm not going to tell a place, me I go tour by Italy and blah. Some small places we go from club to club and do some small thing. But them thing that add up and sometimes you meet the right people and put the thing together. So big up Anthony Q, who's in France now and I wait for our one Jamaican artist and things. So that's the next move. And in Russia we have some gigs again.
Yes, we actually have enough gigs in Russia. They
Russia
can't
in
wait for
demand.
me to come back. We're doing a big Caribbean party performance, I think on the 12th, and then travel into the Black Sea on next weekend after that, 17th, 18th. I know, I think they're bordering there, but it's actually Russian part of the Black Sea and Ukraine right there. So, but I think Turkey, yes, and Israel is right there.
So close to Istanbul.
Yes, it's close to
That's crazy thing I'm going to Istanbul.
You wanted to go
We
Istanbul.
just want to live in a life.
I know,
making
right?
music,
Yes.
making love all over the world too. Oh, God. Tell the people where you can find it. Social.
Hold on, you see, they have some shirts for us too.
Yes.
Oh, for yeah, and them guess I mean like.
Can
when
give,
they
Yes.
gifts,
you
know what I
can
mean?
give it to,
Gifts,
watch it
yes.
now.
Our Lord knows we need the clothes.
Watch it now. You see something? Oh, Somali designed this in California.
Yes.
You see what I said? So you can give.
You all in this.
You can give it to your sister or you can
No,
give
it
it to
can't fit.
your...
Ooh.
It
Yeah,
can't-
they
Yeah.
stretch
Give it up,
nice.
give
They
it.
actually
Yeah,
nice.
yes, it fits.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yes,
make sure
yes,
some-
yes.
one for Burns.
Yeah, I have to bring some more. I have to bring some
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Can we have some more? I can bring some more.
Give thanks to Orisha
Yes.
and Shel-K for passing.
Yeah, man, you can find me ORISHASOUND
D.
everywhere.
Yes.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Yahoo, Gmail,
everywhere. Yeah, man.
YouTube. That's the same name. Orisha Sound. Yeah, man. Nightly Fix.
True.
Love you know. From morning, I watch you
All
on
the
the
way
evening now.
Big up
in the air,
Orisha
yeah?
Sound.
Orisha Sound in the building.
It's a fix people.
We've reached the end of the interview
Or survive, whichever.
or survived.
Yeah.
All right, so don't forget to subscribe using the logo button over there. And please remember, you can watch all the other interviews over there. Follow us on all social media channels at Nightly Fix. And please remember to give this video a big thumbs up
And don't forget to drop a comment telling us to go suck our moms as well.
or call you a batty boy,
Whichever floats your boat, whichever.
whichever.
Yeah.
Bye.